We don't have to make it that way. We need to be able to make the game something that is affordable for everyone. That's one thing we strive for with what we do here. Like, yeah, we're good at what we do. The quality of what we do is awesome. But it's about, can everyone be a part of what you're doing?
True.
You know? And oftentimes we make it too hard for people to get part of it. You know?
Do we have like I noticed basketball, football has 7-on-7 after the season over with, baseball pretty much year round. Do we have anything within the region, even extending from Shreveport to maybe East Texas, that is mainly year round so they can get it out there so that these kids can?
Yeah, like that's what I say, like not only is my company like a year round thing as always, but like I said, I'm the director for FC Dallas here. We're 10 months out the year, we're year round. The only months we take off are like June and July, and we're back at it. So right now our kids are still playing year round, you know. And for that, that's my goal, for us to get into the Stone Elementary, the Queensboro, like all these schools, man. Because you have to understand, if we're talking about creating a pathway, creating a different option and providing outlets for these kids, organizations like the ones I'm a part of have to be out there in these streets, have to be out there actively trying to help people. It's not about, can I get all the suburbs to be part of it? Yeah, that's already natural. That's just because of how the game is here in the States, that a lot of the families that live in the burbs are gonna be a part of it, you know? But it takes people wanting to go into the inner city and get these kids to play. How do I create environments? The reason why kids play football, all I need is that ball, and I'm out there in the street playing. Or basketball, all I need is a ball and a hoop. Hey, all I need is a soccer ball. I can put anything up, put two of my shoes up. There's a goal right there. I'm playing in the streets. But I have to be out there with these kids, showing them a different way. And I believe that's how we have to get at it, you know? We have to be willing to step out of our comfort zones for a lot of us here and be like, yo, this is where I want to be. This is where I need to go, you know? But that's just my views of how to grow this game.
Well, we at the Social Goats, me and Shady here, we're going to talk. I want to hear this because I know that I teach my football guys that footwork is a very vital part. Yeah. And I notice when I go to Dallas, especially in the Dallas area, it's like majorly huge. You can't find an empty soccer field. I go out there, I know it's 100. But I want us to get involved because I want the football guys to transition over to soccer and learn different elements about the game and about this. I'm quite sure I got a lot of kids who may not excel at football, but they may gravitate towards it and love it. Yeah. You know, I like it because it's international. You don't have to be stuck here in America. You go to Italy, Spain, because it's Germany.
It's more, like we're saying, it's more avenues, more pathways if you're looking for that. When it comes to basketball, football, there's like the Euro League, but versus the pay what you get in the NBA versus Euro League is two different games right there. And NFL is a very limited field. But we're talking about not just only as far as monetary gains, we're talking about education-wise.
True that too.
If that's the situation we're talking about, like I can honestly say, when I was growing up and playing, if you say, oh man, to a black and brown kid, to a mom and a dad, like, yo, I want your kid to play this, I want this exposure for him. When I was growing up and playing, I was like only one of two black kids that was actually out there. So if it comes down to when I got older, time for recruiting, who's gonna stand out more? You know? On the court, me, 10, 15 of my other brothers out here.
That's true. I do agree. I mean, it's true. It's true because the fact that we don't get a lot of, we don't get exposed to a lot. You know, I got into soccer when I got older because I started realizing what soccer was. Yeah. My little brother, I wish he was here today. He has something to take care of. He would not have left this facility. I promise.
That's awesome though, man.
He would kick the ball 100 times. He probably been interviewing, running to each goal, trying to kick a ball. That's how much because he watches it. I mean, faithfully. It can be owned. He has FS Fox. It's owned it all the time. That's what got me interested in it because I know a little bit of footwork and a little bit. Now I ain't that guy. I drill my players on it. Yeah. That's why I'm on my
footwork's a big part of this game.
Oh
man.
Yes.
It's all footwork. You know?
Yes.
So that's just the basis of everything, of building it and growing it. You know, especially when we started Elite. Like, and this is just a testament to like when I go and I talk to kids, it's about just like what you guys did with SocialGoats, man. They're in here, man. I remember like when it all got started. Actually, I knew a girl that used to work with him, and she was like, "Hey, I know this dude. He's looking to start something in sports and everything." I was like, "All right, that's cool. Let's do it." Because you know what? He's thinking about something, but turning his thoughts into reality. And so a situation I had before like Elite even existed, you know, was like, man, I was like, I know I could do a better service than what's being given to these kids right here, you know? And oftentimes it's about us, especially in the Black and brown communities, about taking our thoughts about what we want to do and backing each other and turning them into fruition and saying like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, and go forward with that plan. So I remember I was talking to a bunch of my brothers out after practices, after sessions, and like, yeah, we want to do this, we want to do this. But oftentimes we leave in our conversations with that, yeah, I want to do this, but do we actually do it? I came to my brothers one day and said, hey man, I went and got a license, I started LLC, and everyone's looking like, what? Like, yeah man, someone finally took that next step after just past talking to do something, you know? But then it goes to the point of like, the work that we put in was all true. Because when people come out there and they're like, man, these dudes really good at what they do. First time we ever did any type of work with Elite, we had over 100 kids come out. I was like, man, that's dope, you know? And this was in 20-degree weather, wintertime. 100 kids lined up out there at LSUS. Like, oh, everyone's like, okay, I like this, I like this. Came to last winter. I came to this location, I said, hey, I had 100 kids, a part of what I want to do, and you know, it was like 20 degrees outside. I was like, I ain't trying to freeze my butt off anymore. It's like, I want to be inside, you know? And then they were like, all right, we'll let you do your thing in here, you know? Came in here, it was only supposed to be for the winter. Came out, had 250 kids. Almost triple the amount of kids that we had in our last program. And it was just like, it was like crazy because it came from just a couple months ago, something that you were just thinking about doing.
Right.
And then you put it into work, in the process, instead of just being like, leaving it at where we had it, just a thought. Let's put action behind our words, you know? As soon as we did that, things start popping, you know? And when people, you love what you do, you're passionate about what you do, people mess with that because people see that's real. True. Anyone can sit up here and like, oh yeah, any line of work, you know when people care about what they do or if they just doing it because it's a job. I do what I do because I love it, you know?
Just made a powerful statement. Oh man, I knew it was lying. I didn't even know that. You made a powerful statement when you said the difference between passion and just doing.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that it's the difference between passion and just doing. I teach the players that I used to coach all the time is that you have to be passionate about everything. Yeah. I don't care if you're writing a sentence. Yeah. The reason why I'm saying that is because if your passion, he may be more passionate than you because his job is to, I hate to put it, embarrass you. Because I was a DB, so I see your vision, I see your vision. I'm excited. I have never been this excited. I'm going to come back. If I got to come back, I'm going to bring Shady. He's going to be my goalie from now on. I'm just going to I waited for this moment.
What y'all need to do is get a Social Goats indoor team out here, you know. That's what needs to happen. A Social Goats indoor team.
You know what, Coach?
Branded, marketed, Social Goats indoor team, man.
Do you seriously have an indoor?